To the table now with Jim Olson. He is standing by with Steve Carver. He is the leader of this outstanding Jim Dandy acro gymnastic team.
Okay, thanks, Tom Coyne. It's the Jim Dandy's AcroSport team, and Steve Carver is the director. And Steve, why don't you lead us through? What do we have going on here to start things off?
Right now we have our precision mini tramp taking place, and they're just getting their steps down for what's to come later in the show. Trying to get a feel for the crowd, work out a few of the butterflies.
Yep. And they've got a pretty big crowd. This is probably 7,000 or 8,000 people that are watching. Are they used to that big a crowd?
Well, this is really quite the crowd. We've performed in front of these larger crowds before, so we don't think that's going to have an effect, but it does fire them up quite a bit when the crowd is real receptive. We did appreciate the ovation we had at the beginning, and I think we'll start to see the gymnasts picking up on that.
I can tell you that as Steve sits next to me here at the table, he's kind of like a coach of any athletic team as he's sitting here with his hands folded, and he's kind of rubbing them around. He's a little nervous waiting for the performance of his crew out here, but so far they're putting on a good show. Even though we don't see them right at the moment, they're ready to bring on the 4 trampolines here, right?
Well, this right now is we call it our single doubles. We'll run a single tumbler down, and then we'll run a shadow tumbler down. There's a lot going on. It's really hard to follow the athletes. Right now we're going to be on the center mini tramp back.
Okay.
We call our 2s and 4s. A couple of our younger ones. But right now, again, we're getting the steps for what's to come a little bit later.
You have a lot of elements to this show, including the music. That's an important part, right?
Yeah, the music is important. We think that it sure picks up the girls, and we hope that it affects the crowd the same way. We're going to come back now with the same pass, except now we're going to see a front flip with half twist. We just would like to show the people what we can do on the mini tramp. Here comes our 4s. Then we have what we call our Roonies, which is a 1.5 twisting front flip.
Wow. That was fun.
Now we're going to break in. We call this our 4 corners. We have 12 different directions going at the same time here.
Okay.
The skills they're doing are rather simple, but there's a lot of action going on.
It's intricate passes that they make past each other. As you can see, a good shot from the top there for you. Meanwhile, they're getting ready for more trampoline acts on the other end, and this is what they do. You kind of divert the crowd's attention to one side and the other, right?
Well, we have a lot of mat moving equipment, and it's not real fun to watch them
moving around. Yeah,
so we try to give them something during that time to watch.
Okay, here we go with the trampolines now again, the mini tramp.
We're working into our pyramids. Right now we're going to have some tumblers if we can get the cameras down on the
side, yeah, okay.
On the side. Little Lindsay noticed that the trampoline wasn't quite right, so she's going to go out and straighten it out.
There you see the tumblers going down.
This is our optional tumbling. These are just singles. Those are some rushing front flips, the back flip.
And they just shadow each other as they go down.
Yeah. Now we're going to start with our long blocks, and we hope that this is the part the crowd likes.
There's a good angle as we watch them coming straight at us here.
These are our handsprings and a front flip. And after we get going, we'll start building some pyramids. And we'll do a half on with a back handspring. That's Jim Smem. Now we're going to start building them up.
There we go. The crowd loves those, and they're going to get higher, huh?
We build it up to about 9 feet. Actually, it's 8 feet 6 inches. Keith Blond wanted to know one day at practice, so he came out and measured it. The top is 8 feet 6 inches.
Right now, huh?
Right now.
Okay.
That's Jennifer Blond.
Whoa!
And Tasha Greer.
Yeah, all right. And the crowd liked that one.
I think the gymnasts can sense the crowd. We have one more mini tramp act that we do. Right now on the end, we have our handstand pirouette.
Okay, over to the other side, yep.
Shows a little balance, a little strength. That's Carrie Schlager.
How in the world can she do that? Right next to her is the next one.
Terry Lynn Zimbelman, varsity gymnast at Minot High School.
Terry, of course, had a great season for the high school team.
Oh, she sure did. She was real happy and did very well. We're pleased with her, as we are with all the athletes.
Now they're going to come back down on the mats alongside the...
Right next to us here on this mat, we have our last pass of optional tumblers. What we like to do here is build it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Start out, just add on. We call this our add-on optional. Jennifer Shell, Arabian Somersault. Don Pearson's from Donnybrook. We have one from Donnybrook and one from Botno, so we have a few athletes that drive quite a ways.
All right. How often do they come in then? Every day or twice, 3 times a week?
They come in about 4 times a week.
Okay.
So it's quite a commitment on the parents' part. We hope that they think it's worthwhile. And here comes Terry Lynn again. This is a double twisty back.
Oh, yeah.
Jennifer Blom. I think the crowd can feel it. The kids need that for this final mini tramp.
Now they're going to be coming from every which direction here.
This is our crisscross.
Here we go.
Again, we'll start it out with some dive rolls. They'll get the feel for the equipment. Now we go over. Then we'll send them over at the same time.
There's a nice angle.
They'll go back and make one more pass with the front flips, and then at the end we're going to send all 4 directions at the same time.
Okay. Here we go, back on the tramps again now.
Again, same pattern with some front flips. Now we'll send 2 at the same time.
What are the ages of these girls?
They range from 9 to 17. Now we send them all at once. Whoa!
Now that's fun.
That's the exciting part, especially when they hit it. The athletes, they really do psych themselves up for it. This is our ending